1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Alright, we're good to go. Mic sounds good. YouTube's getting started. Everything's up and running. Okay. Good connection. Looks good. I haven't dropped any frames. Alright. Back with more Satisfactory. Last time, if I remember correctly, I finished moving my power setup down underground. Set up the tubes so I can get around better to locations that I want to get to. Now all that's really left for me to do is to get my actual factory up and running. So, well, first things first, we have the calendar to deal with before we do anything else. Today's the 20th, the 17th, so there's 16. Yay, Healy things. Where's 15? It is. And 17. No, that's all that's left. I know I've seen it somewhere. A lot. I am not seeing 17 anywhere. Pretty sure I've seen it on a pen. Well, let's just click everywhere. We'll run across it just like I did with 12. Oh, there it is. Nice. Well, that's all the days up until today. Okay then. Okay, cool. Alright. So, what I need to do today is get all of these machines up and running to stuff that I want them to build. So, it's gotta be a little tricky in a sense to do that. Mainly due to the fact that I don't know what I want these things to be doing as of yet. Well, I already have somewhat of a plan. Like, the stuff that's gotta go into, like, the further materials. The further parts, like, the iron plate can go towards the reinforced iron plate. Like, I'll have those, like, stuff being built down here because I really don't want to expand on the ceiling. Oh, whoops. I really want to be expanding down below because it's a little further underground so I can more easily build things without worrying about clipping above ground and stuff. Like, because look at that, like, sure the desert gets like pretty, stays pretty level, but like further out the rocks just get further closer to the ground, so makes things a little more difficult. And I just don't really know how I want to be setting this up. Yeah, like, take example this rock here, like, eventually that will clip into that, and then I won't be able to build into it. So, I have to try to spare space up here as least as I can. So. I think the first step I should do is probably build power poles. Wire if I want to do that. Go. We need more rods. Have any rods? Nope. Hold on. Oh. Okay. I see now. This one's it. Off. One more. Just 2 per. Oh, produces 3. Just 3 up there. Oh, this thing will run out of stuff. No. What I want to do is to each 2 machines, well, one constructor's gotta need its own power pole because it's also has the power also has to be powering that. No. Would you? Would I be able to stick these right here? Yeah. One. Okay. This one's gonna have to connect to. I suck that really quick. Like that wire. Up to the appropriate machine. Recipe. I have to say this gets a little more tricky because like there are gotta be more machines over down here. So it's just like, how am I gonna power those ones? Well, I could hook them up to this power pole, their own power poles to this one. So you know that one's gotta be full because it also has to go up there. Yes. I don't want to turn it on just yet. Mainly just in case I do stick something else up here. That's copper, the other two should be iron. Okay. So... what I sort of have planned, I'm gonna have like a storage row. Yes. Get rid of these. Because I'm going at because I set this up as a quick thing. Like in the end, I was gonna redo this. Oops, I don't have enough. Press on the amount of coal there. Like I set that up because I did needed the steel beams to make the tier 3 conveyor belts that I'm using. So I was gonna go and redo those a bit. Yeah, if I remember, I left this thing with the... oh no, that was upstairs. Here, I left this thing running. Make the bows that I need. There we go. To do the next research for this. So let's hit that real fast. Before I forget. Now I'll open up these next tier.
You better watch
we can
out.
build snowman.
You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Fixmas is coming to town.
That's funny. Okay. Oh. Back to what I was planning on. Actually, right, because I do have all this stuff in my... I need stuff away. Because it filled up my... Okay. Alright, let's head upstairs. Oh. Second. Can I drop this? We could. What I'm planning on doing, I'm gonna have like these go like I'm gonna have a storage unit for each like part that I'm making. Like sort of these beginning parts, I'll use like a smaller storage unit. But at least when I need the part, I'll be able to hook them up. But just so like I'm not like building having an assembly line just be dedicated to that one part and then be slowed down. Because like the bigger parts that require these smaller base parts do take a while to build like these. Like sure they do use them, but they take a bit time to be used up and things. So like I'm gonna have storage crates that get used here, but like I'm gonna have them split off a bit. But I don't really know how I want that to be used up. Like when I add more miners, I'm gonna get more things and I'm gonna have to reorganize things a little bit differently. Probably won't reorganize what I already have set up. But it's just like I'm gonna need to make better use of this space. Okay. I need to move this. It's gotta get in the way. Oh, that's going away. Like, what is it? Wait. Oh, I didn't put the actual snow away. Whoa! That moon is closer than I thought it would be. It's like I saw that, I'm like, whoa, that thing's close. That last bit. I guess I should build out the space needed to put the elevator back down. While I'm at it. As of right now, I don't really know what I'm trying to do. Like, further down the line, to make the bigger parts, like I need different machines and I need like ways to supply the machines to with power. Well, not exactly with power, but with material. And it's just like I want to have like storage crates for the smaller parts. Still be able to make use out of these. It's like I don't know how I want things to be set up as of fully yet. There I'll have these smaller containers. Have the base parts run into them, but it's like, where do I put these that I can access them without really getting in the way of the assembly line and stuff? Especially when I have a second floor up there. Probably would have. It was probably a bad idea for me to like build it so close together. I have all the space I can make use out of. Well then, let's just build out the space that I need for the elevator first then. Because I do need the elevator. I need it. It's how big it. Oh, it is big. I'm probably gonna need big this thing. I knew how big it was, period. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't tell me the dimensions of it. That would be nice. Also, if you hear the hammering, I am sorry. So, the people downstairs, they're doing some renovations or something. I have no idea what they're doing, though. I know I'm gonna need to make it wider. Yeah. Gonna need it to be like 3 more wide. Like, I know that I'm stalling on getting my actual factory up and running, saying I don't want to deal with the logistics of getting it all in a working order that I would approve of. Bless me. I don't know if this is big enough. I don't want to make it too big, but... Whoops. I felt that. Can't afford. Oh, I used up all the concrete. Seems like this thing is big enough. Platform. I just need more concrete. I really hope it's not like able to be built due to the fact that it's like clipping into the. Yeah, that may be the case. It may just be to the fact that it's clipping into the. Like the ground over here is less solid, but like this rock formation is solid, so. May have just done all this for nothing. To see something to shove my inventory into. $50 platform. That's a 7x7 thing. Oh, do not disassemble. Alright, so I need to find a better spot to put the tower. Late. I did want to put it there, but that rock formation there just wouldn't let me. I should be able to take all of this. How much concrete on me right now? Could build the. Could put it probably over there. Like there is no rock formation over that way. It's not really getting in the way of my. Probably won't encroach on anything. Hopefully. Five. Oh, this is 6. Let's do 6 for now. Oh, that does me. It seemed like 7x7 was big enough. See if it'll fit in 6. Stuff up. Please. Well, encroach. I think I need to make it a bit bigger. Even though I said that it seemed like it fit on a 7x7, I'm not all too sure. Seeing I wasn't able to put it down. I don't know if we're exactly sure it does. Of course. Like it should fit. How do I want my space elevator to be down here, not up there. But I. How do I want to do this? Could just stick it up. Not in the way. Just want it to be out of the direction that I've got to be building stuff in. It's freaking here. It's like no good spot to put it. Please let me build it right. What if no? That'd actually be the stupidest thing to do, building it all the way up there. Due to the fact that I wouldn't be able to posit stuff up into it, although it would be funny. Alright, that'll have to do. Not all too far off, and it is a little out of the way of where I want things to be built. Alright. I need to go and destroy all those platforms I built up. That would be here. Oh. Here. Hear the space elevator beeping because it's things. Nice. Still sad that I can't stick it underground like I want it to. Mainly because at some point, like the space elevator requires like a lot of materials, and it's a big hassle to like bring it over by hand. So you could just hook up a conveyor belt to them. That's why there's like those 3 entry ports. But it's just like with everything underground, it makes it hard for me to do that. Alright. Enough stalling. Let's actually figure out how I'm done. So before I turn any of these on, I do want to have a way to have these put into a container. I think I probably should have put these a little further down. Now that I think about it, can't move them. It's all in storage container. I want to have container of plates, rods, wire, cable, concrete. Have one each little thing. How does that go up? Export. Don't. I did not give myself enough space. The biggest problem I'm seeing here. I don't have enough space to stick these containers. Especially with how close I made those. Can stack the containers on top of each other. And they do hold their own inventory space, so that would be a way that I can make things a little easier. But it's the dimensions that become the problem. It's like, in terms of space, this and this, well, this holds more. This holds more items than this. But like this can hook up to a conveyor belt, well this cannot. Actually, now that I've seen that, how the hell does this hold more space even though it's smaller than this? Who broke the time-space continuum to be able to hold more items in this small chest than this thing? It's more due to the fact that everything's automated, so there's probably less space in this, but... Can't build those, I still need... I wish I could just select all these and move them down. Problem is, everything else is also hooked up to these. Ugh. Into a hole here. By pre-building everything. I could just go and disassemble all of these. Move them down. But I've already put through all the work to build all of these. Plus to set up all the conveyor belts so they hook up properly. See what that looks like. Hey, not. Base of 3 can fit two foundation. do I want this done? Because I have four machines. I have 4 separate lines, assembly lines for iron and coal. Limestone, there's no point. Down there. Because I stuck them all close together, it makes it kind of difficult for me to... It's done. Make sure I can use the top row to hold the basic material. Yes. Okay. Got it. Expand. Thank you. I wish I could click on see what other things the wire can go towards. Still super essential stuff. How do I want the wire to be manufactured? How do I want the wire? I could get away with this bit. But I managed to get that one closer. I want these to be as close as I possibly can get them. Allows me to save up. This has got to be the plate. Gotta be rods. Shoots. Like, these will be producing the plates and rods, but so with these ones down here. But those ones are also gonna continue down to make the more advanced parts. Oh boy. I'm gonna juggle everything up in my head. It's like the rods will go down and help make the screw kit will go down and make screws. Yes, I can. Unlike my bottom floor here, I can actually expand this floor out that way. And that way I can have the storage crates be lined up in front of me. Yeah. Sadly enough, I cannot put here. Why? Ah, it's hitting that pipe. Oh well. So what I want to do, like this floor up here was gonna help with the, like this production line up here is gonna help with the production line down there. So I was gonna use a splitter to, I was gonna use a conveyor belt splitter to split off the conveyor belts before they went into their storage. So it's like the storage is still being produced for these lesser parts, just so I can use them for any machinery that I want to make. But there's still other things that need to be made, in a sense. That needs to be collected. Now that I've thought that I can hook up all stuff, that means I can... Like, things are gonna get a little messy in terms of how things are gonna look. It's not gonna look all fancy. Pretty good. Pretty decent. Like I can hook up conveyor belt that goes up. Goes up and around. And it wouldn't be all too hard for me to hook up a splitter along any point of this. And maybe... I don't think I can though. I don't know if this can go through the floor of the foundation. Nope. Also. I may have to get rid of this, hook up the splitter here, and then have them drop down below, because these are pretty much lined up with the ones down below. Or I could put it here. Again, everything gets so tight when I have everything so close together, so it's like I have to have everything work out perfectly. Like these rods will go into its own thing, but I'm also gonna split them and have them go into their own, into another constructor so I can make screws. Over. this. Put a splitter down. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Making screws. Oops. Exit. Throw stuff in. Ooh. Actually, power to it's gotta be a little tricky too. I may need a main hub for down there and up here, so... Perfect. That, so this thing will hook up to this. Here, like, two. Stick it right on top of this. It's out of the way. Hook up that to that, and another machine. So need. Actually, let's switch this to be the sheets, and this to be the wire, because I can have this thing hook around, and then that hook around to its own thing. Good, yes. Build that. I'll do. Fuck this thing up first. They clip into each other. You know, so I'll do that. I'll do that. Good, good, okay. Build more foundation. Build another space. I'm pretty sure that there'll be enough space for the storage container I want. Could go with the bigger, but I don't really care to. Again, these are just gonna be the base materials. I don't need a lot of them. Especially when I'm getting further and further into the deeper stuff. Okay. That last bit there. This is just the copper sheets. I don't remember what is used in copper sheets in certain production, but I am making it. This is looking more and more like a proper assembly line, at the least. Alright, so you'll want a splitter. Oh, wow, that is literally right on it. Can't build anything like that right there. I need a little more space. Like, I know that I can have these clip into the other stuff. The conveyor belts clip into other conveyor belts, but it's just like doing this makes it seem like it's a little more organized. Or at least I can see where things are going, even though they're like crisscrossing right here, right now. So why should I care? Actually, I know why. It's because eventually I may be putting splitters on all of these to have them go downstairs. Or maybe not. I don't. Be making cable. Okay. I haven't turned on anything. Doesn't really power drain. If they don't have materials. I'm just waiting on materials. Okay. That should set up the base materials. That might just come up here and pull them off. Eventually, well, I will be adding more miners and things for like iron and stuff. So maybe I may not need to add splitters to these. I'll just like have all of them like hook up underground and stuff. That's the base material for the most part, other than concrete. But concrete only really interacts with steel. No, not really all too worried about that. Like literally, I will hook up like a storage crate, like right up to that, and have that one hook up to the steel, which is right here. Yeah, I won't leave. Yeah, let's hook these up to power and get them started. And actually make sure that everything works as intended. Thing already has its rods? Wow. Thing looks like it's working. It's getting its plate. It's getting its rods. Just getting the screws. Getting the bait. This is getting wire. It's just getting my cable. Good. How much power consumption did my power jump to? Okay, we're nowhere near my capacity. Alright. Good. Very good. Actually, I'm screwing myself up hooking up the splitters so I can... Well, seeing how the splitters can go... Seeing how conveyor belts can go straight through the other conveyor belts, maybe hooking up the splitters may not be as hard as I think. Alright, so that's all the base materials upstairs. Second floor. First floor. Hooking up. The assembler that takes two base parts. Like, why can't I find typical normal part? Need to make reinforced plate. That's one thing I have to hook up and make an assembler for reinforced plate. Need one for routers, which takes those things. Setting up everything, especially with what I have available to me. I already have that one hooked up, so I need to hook up that one if I want to do iron production for parts. So yeah, I should before these crates get full, I should throw the parts that I have for them. have all these storage crates up here. I have all these materials. I should throw the stuff that I have of them in. Somewhere. Already full. Straight in. Good thing I remembered, well, not exactly remembered, but checked that. I remembered, oh yeah, I was gotta move these into their proper crates when I had the space. Well, when I had them built. What zombies? They're the only ones I got right. This can stay with me. I do need to keep like some of the base materials on me. No. Yes. I do have copies in my inventory. Eventually this thing's gotta be full. Which I'm not all really gotta be surprised about. There's another reason why I want to have like the stuff go off into other stuff, because these are gonna fill up fairly fast. So if I hook up splitters and hook them down to the assembly lines down there, it'll allow these things to actually be useful in filling up the necessary material needs for the bigger parts. Anything else I need to grab out of the crates? And concrete. Stick it down, stick them down, and those ones down there. Okay. I am like so disorganized on things. It's kind of sad, even though I'm like trying to be as organized. Until I figure out what I want. Things, words down here. I still need to figure out on what parts I'm gonna be assembling or not. And how I'm gonna hook them up with the stuff up here. Yeah, from forward on, I'm gonna make the space a little accessible. Or like everything else I can hook up so I can hook up the proper things to things. You know, I can't. It's the. Can't clip it to the floor. With the things. Yeah. I need to figure out where to put these. Well, I know exactly where to put them down those, but I need to figure out what I'm doing. One for the first plate. The router uses make either one. Is it better to use screws or the rods? I already know for the reinforced plate, it's just better for me to use the plates and the wire to get more out of it. For roughly the same amount of time. Be better for me to use the rods than the screws. Because it takes like another step to make the screws. Then it takes more screws to make the same amount, so like 12 times 4. It's less than this. 48. This uses more screws to make the same amount, so uses more rods to make the same amount. No. I think that's an extra like yeah, it's like 14 rods. It uses another rods. Oh, it's better for me to put this. Okay. Rods also go towards this with their own screws. I still have yet to set up an assembly line for all the other material ores that I found as well. Oh boy. This stuff like started to pile up while the cable is. That isn't. That's not. Take a while for the screws and rods. Plates will eventually. This thing's just like eating up. Like I know eventually I'll be overclocking these things, but I need to like set up this stuff happening. Yeah, I want you to be another central pole. Look up stuff too. All that stuff. Done. Each thing has got to have its own storage. I need to create like a to-do list on what things I need to make stuff for. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Although 1 takes another step from another, so. And with this one. So I need to set up the stuff for the router, for the rotor, and the reinforced plate. Problem is, to make screws it takes rods, so I'm kind of like cutting my production. Happy, like the rods are rarely used, but as of right now I'm making them rather slow, because again they are being put towards making screws up here. They are being put to use to making screws as well. Just making the screw and rod production rather slow. Speed them up. Like this is one of the reasons why I kind of like stopped. Like I like doing this kind of gameplay, but this just, it's a huge headache trying to balance everything into the efficiency that I would like it. Like sure, I could just like throw things together and eventually they work, but it's just like it takes forever for stuff to happen, and I kind of want things to run at the peak efficiency that I can get them. So like it annoys me when I see that I'm gonna need materials for something and it just takes forever for me to get those materials. Like sure it works, but it just takes forever, and it's just like, how do I set up something to be efficient so I can get all the materials that I want with at the fastest that I can make them? Like iron's the biggest kicker, because like a lot of things use iron. Like the rods go into making screws, but rods are also used on other things, which is need for the also with screws. And it's just like I can hook up multiple systems, but it's like I still need those screws and rods for other stuff as well. It's like there are equipments like the zapper, the miner. Those uses rods, the chainsaw uses that. How much better is it to this then? Probably the same. I don't know. Funny to beat things up with a candy cane. Like I do need rods for other stuff like this. That doesn't hurt it. Big headache. Trying to map out where I want everything. The construction, I'm like, what the hell am I hearing? Is the cat like scratching at the walls? I think it'd be best for me to hook up another miner to fix this problem. Because like the screws and things. So I'll have these two plates. I'll have those merged together. These are gonna do wire. That's also gonna merge together because I'm gonna have these go to do reinforced plate. Industrial because I've got if we make a lot of concrete. Probably would be better if I could put it in a better spot. Making concrete. Also gotta be making concrete. That's just gotta be there for that. Merger on 9. Get that, and then I'll get another miner for iron, and that'll do for the screws and bolts for that. I don't think I'll be putting the stuff down here. We'll just let that run until they fill up. Now. Okay. Okay. Yes. Hook these up to let's hook this up to power now. Even though they're not gonna really be going anywhere. Just want this stuff to be started to make stuff. So when I need it, I'll be full on stuff. So let's put you on pause for right now because I have tons of concrete that I need to bring down here. Tons. Wait. I use concrete up for the foundation, which is what I'm gonna be needing to use up a lot. Other concrete in here? There should be. Nope. Oh, there are some more screws in here. Like, sure, getting to the concrete's gotta be a little bit of a hassle. Just real fast. They took that too. I find it just funny how I just like face plant ran into a machine. So I was like, wow. But that's the rods. Here's the screws. stuff. Alright, yes. Alright, let's turn this back on. It's probably full. Not yet, actually, huh? Is there anything in here that I threw in there? Stuff, but when I get that set up, I'll throw this stuff in there. That, alright. So, next I need an assembler. Again, a little more space. Let's not smack down in the middle. I would like it to be in the middle. Maybe I won't need that much more space. Enough space for the conveyor belts to actually get up to it. Come on, here we go. You will make... I just need to hook it up to power. Everything's going in there. Should be able to fill up very nicely, in fact. Alright, now let's make a storage container. Around. Get first plate in here. Even though I'm rarely using it. I'm rarely using the reinforced plate for stuff, so hopefully eventually this fills up fast. Wish I could just have like the world running in the background. It would be nice. Save me on so much time on things. But the only way for me to do that is if I leave the game up and running. I could take this and add it and hook it up to an assembly that I want. Get it on the line. Okay, so what I need to do is to get another. What do I need? I just need 2 portable miners. Okay. So let's go to the other deposit of iron over here. Over here and get that hooked up. I may just have the machines be up here. And then just have like the stuff go down there instead of hooking up the machines down there and taking up space. Like this is out of the way, really far out of the way. So there's no real point in me. That's right there. I'll just hook up the necessary machines to make the screws and everything down here. Seeing how this is out of the way. I'm hearing a humming. What humming am I hearing? It's just due to the construction downstairs. I'm like trying to see if I can hear the hearing again. Another thing that I forgot to do is that I need power. Power lines down here that I can divert. Like, yeah, let's head down. Oh, whoops, I forgot I need power lines. Hook up first. Oh, the scanner's the same as structure up west. Yeah, I think they're just doing something downstairs, just making the. This comes and goes. There we go. Oh. Alright, so minor Mark II. I think it would be best for me to have an angle. That way. Now, where do I set up the smelters so I can have the screws and stuff be put into use? Because I need to smelt those. Got more rods. Guess I could clear out the leaves and such. I could clear out nature, or I could just build it up all the way out here. Except I could conveyor belt run all the way over here. Yeah, I can divert power from this here. Like, I know I want to have like all my base machines down there, but it's just like machines I just making use to get materials that I'm already gonna be getting. I think I'm just gonna hook them up to something else. Wait a minute. Okay, let's pick up the leaves. I'm like, did I just get a notification to hook up to the power gen, or the coal generator? Although I would have to say, getting them downstairs, the screws and the rods down here for the assembler, it's probably gotta be the more trickier bits. Can't do it here. Getting through. I don't know if I can hook up stuff through this rock. Yeah, I came down here for more rods. I need to make. Oh boy, building these base things just take up the base material. I have this stuff being built over here. Cool. I think I have enough wire. Oh, will do. Just in case. You always need cable for the wiring and things. Wiring up power and stuff, so might as well have more cable on you. I'm gonna need more steel beams. It's just like, I need to run conveyor belts, so it's just like, oops. Good thing I double checked. I was just like, do I have enough steel beams? Maybe I should have left this stuff running. Because like I'm getting more systems again. But they went and deconstructed it. Oh well. Again, trying to get back into working order. Yeah, I can make use out of the space I made for here. Yeah. Okay, so definitely build the smelters and such down here. Okay. It's just barely too long. Just barely. Wow. Okay, so I do this. Probably. Yeah, that's a little further up. Alright, so don't want a splitter. Plan is here. Yes. Okay. Can I get past these? Then I'll divert power. This. Good. Good, good. Pretty good. Alright. Next. Works. Right, so you'll do the rods. Well, they're all gonna do rods. To be completely honest. Build another 2 constructors. These ones. These will make screws. Power that. Grab this power pole. Here, that one, and that one. There we go. Then I'm gonna pick up a merger. Both of these. Put them in. Allow me to build my rotors now. Need to set up the assembly line for that. Down there. That all up and running. Sure, it kind of ruins my plan of having all my machines other than miners up here, but in the end I already just gave up with the space elevator and having other things set up, so. Oh. Have those for okay then. Assembler. Put it around. The parts are gonna come up on the other side. And I wish I could fly so I can get a better view of things. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Okay. Not the worst. Not the worst. Problem is getting all the materials from all the way over there to here. I can hook this up and make rotors. I think I can get away with taking the rods that I'm making up there the second floor up here, bringing them down here. Like using a splitter and things. The way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna have. Yes. I can't tell where it is now. See. Raise a little above it. Can I? Assembler, why won't you? Did I bring it too close? Why won't you accept my items? My conveyor belts. Hook up. What you on clearance? What clearance? It's supposed to hook up. Again! Why? Ugh! Yeah, they're above ground, good. Not bringing over the convertible shouldn't be able to do. Should be able to go through the tubes. And if not, then I can just simply raise the convertible slightly and just have it go above them. Switching another clearance. Again, away. No, they shouldn't. This would actually help, like, get the... the direction on these things better too. So I can have them right over it. Not have to worry about it clipping in. Go. Why won't it hook up? Hook in. Hook in. Hook. Why? Alright, let's leave it there for right now. Go over to the other one. Get the other one up. The assembler is not cooperating. Why won't things assemble? Am I running into a bug where things are just not wanting to work because I'm having things like flip underground and stuff? Really hope not. Okay. Alright, let's figure out how I can get these things to assemble. This is supposed to be the intake. It spits out parts here. Actually, I may made things difficult because now this out. Well, no, this is not gonna go out to anything. So never mind. It may be a little too above. It won't hook into it. Why? Why? It's so stupid. Can I hook up this to this? No. Well, that's how I get it to work. Conveyor belt just clipping into the conveyor belt. There we go. Now I can hook up this stuff. Slide. Good. Good, come with me. To that bad boy. You. Too long, really. There we go. Bingo. That's set up now. Good. Good, 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 good. Very good. Now this stuff should be working. Things like I have any problems keeping up on materials, the only thing I need to do is like speed it up. Alright. Now that I have those set up, let's go up here and pull out the necessary other items that I have sitting in storage crates up here. It. I don't have any others. Nice. Yeah, I should bring this down. Actually, it can sit right there for now. Alright, so these plates can go in here. I really need to use them. Can also go in the. I am like almost out of. I am almost out of steel beams. I need to set up my steel now. Like really bad. Hey, at least now we're getting somewhere. 6. Huh? I want to hook these in. What my car consumption at. Wow. Makes sense. I've hooked up more machines. Allowed to produce faster. This. Get 10 per minute. And my back machines back here should be able to keep up with the demands, seeing how they're practically full right now. But shall see later down the line. I just need these things running as fast as possible. If I have to, I can get rid of these splitters and have these run into their own 2 separate things instead of having them merging together. Well, for back here, we'll split them to make it easier for me. You know, I had to merge them together to make it a little more conventional. As of right now, this is working just fine. Like, it's producing parts fast enough. That is a gorgeous planet. And storm. Whatever is happening right there due to a visual glitch. Good. Very good. What I need to work on now is this, because I need steel. No. That'll be the next thing. But that'll have to wait for another stream. I've spent way too long contemplating on how I want things to be done, and then finally got it all set up. Boy, this thing just goes through the screws fast. I don't know if if my screw assembly line can't keep up or anything, but I wonder, can I hook up a merger to this? I don't think so. I think it's only to actual conveyor belts. That is so cool to see. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just end the stream here. It's almost been 2 hours. Got on. Next time I'll be trying to figure out how I'm gonna be managing the steel production line. Probably be expanding more out that way while I'm at it. During that time, everything else will have amount of time to catch up on things. So, yes. So, subscribe if you haven't. It'll allow you to be notified when I go live and things. And come back if you want to see more. Tomorrow I'll be doing Breath of the Wild, however. 11 o'clock, Managed Standard Time as usual. Save. I almost forgot to save. Go. Back to me. Yeah. So, 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, as I usually would. That's about it.